Cash in the game. The Mandalorian is great in the new series, and let's check out what's new in the world of pop culture with your hosts John, Tim, and Quentin, and a podcast we call Rewind
and Reload.
Hey everyone, like the intro says, every episode, this is Rewind and Reload. Hope everyone is doing well after the election, the nice little spike in COVID cases, and the release of the Xbox 5. Oh, I fucked that up. PS5 and the Xbox 5. Series S. Fuck me.
Xbox 5. It's only a matter of time before they go back to their shitting naming convention and loop back to that.
I mean, the PS is going to go into like letters. Xbox is going to go into numbers. It's going to be all fucked up. Anyways, so, yeah. What's up, guys?
You know, just dudes being dudes.
Would you look at that? Just dudes being dudes.
I don't know. I got a PS5. That was cool. I mean...
Is it worth it?
Yeah, I think so, considering... I had a problem with my PS4 where it would constantly eject discs. Like your old PS3, remember that? I think that was you.
I don't think that was me. I don't remember.
Somebody in our friend group had a PS3 that would just constantly eject discs, and I don't remember who it was, but anyway. Yeah, my PS4 did that. So, I did find out my TV doesn't support HDR, but whatever.
What's even like on the PS5 right now?
You know, Astro's Playroom, a bunch of games that got PS4 and PS5 releases, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is all I've been playing.
Is it good?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of I have some little minor things with it, but I think it's good overall. Not only the fact that the 9th century England is like my favorite time period ever, but I'm trying to think of other games. Rocket League, I have that downloaded because for some reason.
Oh yeah. Well, Rocket League's free to play now, so yeah.
yeah. So I could just get it anywhere, but
I need to start playing that.
There's some other stuff that I don't remember. Like, there's no big exclusives right now, I guess.
Gotcha.
Spider-Man Miles Morales, but I think that also released on PS4, but
yeah, just not remastered.
Marketed as a launch title for the PS5.
Yeah, because on PS4 they don't have the remastered for any of the new looks and stuff.
Yeah. Same with Demon Souls. The Demon Souls remake is on PS5 and stupidly expensive. $70 instead of $60.
Jesus
I know it's a big $10.
Still, that's just.
Still, I'm not about to drop $70 on a 10-year-old game. That's just.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
But it's a remake. It's a remake. I don't fucking care, dude. So I didn't really watch anything this week or do anything that warrants a recommendation, I guess. So I just wrote down eat an egg.
Eat an egg.
Just one.
Everybody needs an egg in these trying times.
Yeah.
My week is the same as always. I just listen to music. Because that's, I don't know, it's my thing. I started playing Ark Knights. Because I'm a mobile gamer, I guess. I don't know. 7 Deadly Sins is impossible to play, free to play. So I was like, fuck this. I'm just playing a new game. I'm trying to learn how to play bass as well. My friend Christian from the band Liquid Signal gave me a bass. So shout out him. Shout out Liquid Signal. Check them out. They're cool.
We're gonna jam, bro.
Whenever I know how to play more than Psycho Killer by the Talking Heads.
That's one bass note.
Carly knows how to play Beverly Hills on bass.
Really?
Yeah, because when I was in that band with Cueto and Cody Hill, we played Beverly Hills, and one day Cueto didn't show up to play, so we taught Carly how to play it in like 5 minutes, and she stood in for him.
That's the beauty of the bass, is like a lot of songs are like really simple. Like
Psycho Killer.
Holiday in Cambodia, if I'm not mistaken, is literally like 1 string, 2 frets, and then 1 open fret. It's like,
that makes
but
sense.
it's like still like a super cool bass line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, I don't think Psycho Killer would be half the song it is without that, like, very steady undertone bass. Like, it kind of, like, builds that whole weird thing they're going for.
Like, sure, you could still do, like, crazy shit like Thundercat or whatever. Like, he does crazy shit on the bass, but, like, you could have simple shit and it still sounds cool. My recommendation, though, is this band called Propagandhi. I don't know how to pronounce it. They're pretty cool, like 90s punk band. They are pro-animal, pro-feminist, anti-fascist, and gay positive. They basically have like super catchy instrumental. Well, this is like the words of the lead singer. They use like super catchy instrumentals to like trick you into listening to what they have to say, because like, I don't know, they basically like go against like a lot of like the bullshit of punk, I guess you could say. Or it's like a very like manly thing and just all that bullshit.
Did that, like the 90s, you said this is a 90s band, did like 90s punk try and be like cool and manly? Because like,
just like overly masculine and stuff like that, you know. And then
like their fans, I can see that.
Yeah,
It's so weird because like 80s punk was a lot different. Like,
we talked a lot about punk for a little bit.
Yeah, because like
I never got like super manly out of any of it.
Because like, yeah, because then you look at like Iggy Pop and stuff, and like he used to wear dresses all the time and was very like, I don't care about wearing women's clothes, because like, why would you be ashamed of it?
Iggy was like the like founder of, I mean, that's what a lot of people say. I kind of agree with it. Iggy and the Stooges definitely was like one of the first punk bands ever.
I feel like they were influential because they were one of the ones to make it out into the more mainstream, like to get a name to them, because I feel like there's a lot of punk bands that were around during that time that never really got a solid following, like big enough to really be influential, unfortunately.
Well, that's also like, I mean, maybe, I'm not sure what like era you guys are talking about. Like, I know a lot of like 90s, early 2000s punk bands were literally just garage bands of fucking angsty teens, so.
Yeah. And then the ones that made it through ended up just turning into like alternative music instead of like actual punk.
Basically.
Yeah. They had to be more marketable after they got on the labels and shit. Because
punk's not marketable, unfortunately.
But post-punk. That's marketable.
There we go.
In the late aughts, early 10s, post-punk revival. Now there we go.
I
used to fucking hate post-punk, but like I'm starting to get a soft spot for it, I guess.
It's alright. It's how like my favorite band started, is that or anything is fine.
Yeah, what? Arctic Monkeys, right?
Yeah, because I'm an emotional teenage girl. Yeah.
Right. I mean, they had some fucking bangers for a while until they got like really mainstream, and then it was like, okay. I mean, they were still putting out good music, it just wasn't the same as like what they started.
They literally changed their style every album.
Which a lot of bands do, though.
Yeah. I even made I don't remember what band it was. Maybe Black Flag?
Yeah.
When we were talking about it.
That was definitely
like,
one band.
They changed their style like every other album because of how much they changed the lineup.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so they're the 80s punk scene, Arctic Monkeys. I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's basically my week. My recommendation. That's all I got for you.
Nice. Well, I didn't do too much this week. I started a new job, so I've been doing that a lot. And other than that, I've been watching Inuyasha again because I used to love that show when I was a kid. And now I realize how repetitive of an anime it is.
I feel like when
that fits.
when me and Hannah first like moved in together, I started to rewatch.
It's
Inuyasha,
literally
and
the
then-
same thing. Unless his brother is in an episode, it's literally the same thing every time. There's a
Yeah.
shard, they defeat a demon, they move on.
Well, it's a monster of the week.
Yeah. Which isn't like bad, but some of them are just boring.
Yeah.
Or like,
Inuyasha was like my first. It broke my my anime cherry, so to speak,
I would agree with that actually.
because it was one of those shows that I snuck out to watch TV at like midnight and it was on or something.
Yeah, because I even remember watching it on Adult Swim, like right after like DBZ.
Yeah, and I was like, "Whoa, anime!
Yeah.
What is this?"
So like those two series really like started my anime love. But like now rewatching both of them, I realize how repetitive everything is.
Yeah,
But
a lot of like older stuff is like that. You don't realize it until you rewatch it.
yeah. But like back then it's like, well, they only played it like a couple nights a week. So
Yeah,
it's
well, then
like
it
you
was-
kind of forgot what happened all the way.
I don't even remember if. I mean, Inuyasha was probably a manga first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I don't know if they went past the manga though in the series, because the series is a decent
Yeah.
length. Oh, I also finished
like-
Blue Exorcist too, season 2, which if you haven't started that, stop at episode 17 of season 1 and then pick up into season 2.
Is it just filler or something?
No, it's not. They did the Full Metal Alchemist thing where they started making
love to see it.
episodes, past the manga. And then the manga caught up, and then they literally season 2 is half of a season, and it's literally retconning what happened. Or like a filler
Yeah, love
kind
to
of
see
thing. It's weird, and I don't know how they're going to tie it in, but yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So wait, because I watched it like a while ago and then I never picked it back up. So is like the brother also being like a demon? Is that like, or whatever they are, is that like canon or no?
Okay, so that's still canon, just not to the extent that they made it. Like his like powers awaken, but like not like, hey, I'm gonna get possessed by a certain somebody kind of level.
Satan.
Yes,
Is it?
it is.
That's
Spoiler. That's
Dude, I don't
not really
That's
a-
such a
it's
stupid
not really a-
plot point.
but it's not a
I
spoiler
wouldn't-
because that's their dad.
I wouldn't even call it
Oh,
a
Jesus
spoiler,
Christ.
dude. It's so fucking predictable.
Oh, it really is.
That anime was just, I liked it, don't get me wrong.
Oh, it was
I just
great.
felt like it was very, I don't know, very predictable.
Yeah, so like episode 17 is like when they're fighting in the forest with Mephisto's brother.
Orochimaru. Oh fuck.
No. When they're fighting with Mephisto's brother and like Ren lets everyone know like, hey, I'm a demon or half demon. And then like season 2 picks up like right after that. And like I kind of like season 2 because like the group of his friends takes a lot longer to come around and be like, oh, you're fine. Like, we can be friends. Like, than it did in the first season, because I feel like 2 episodes later, it was like, oh, Ren's cool. He wants to kill Satan too. So, it kind of like, I don't know. The story was a little bit better if you don't watch the end of season 1. But...
Alright.
Okay, so besides that, just quickly, I was going to run down a few things. There's a new trailer for the Schneider Cut of Justice League.
Yeah, there is.
It's terrible. It's the same as the other one with 2 additional like scenes.
Wasn't everybody crying that they wanted the Schneider Cut so bad too?
I'm kind of
Oh, yeah.
okay.
That'd be so bad, so good.
So real quick rant. I'm pissed because he claimed that he had enough like film or scenes to make a full movie like really good, and now he's going back and filming additional scenes and additional people. And I'm like, no, that's not the point. Like, we wanted to see your cut of the original movie. Now you're filming extra shit, so it's going to be a different movie.
Yeah, Joji's cousin had to do scenes, right?
Who?
It's not actually Joji's cousin. I would love if it were, though.
Are you talking about Ezra Miller?
Yeah.
Because they look similar.
Yeah, back in the Filthy Frank days, Joji, like, made a joke that him and Ezra Miller were cousins.
Oh.
And it kind of stuck.
Oh my god.
Because they do look similar and they have the same last name.
They do.
I was about to say, isn't Joji's last name Miller?
Yep.
Okay.
It's funny.
Other than that, Peacemaker is going to be starting filming in January 2021, which I am so excited for.
You mean Fred's dad?
Yeah. Chris Conrad got casted as Vigilante. If no one knows, Peacemaker is being played by John Cena.
Oh,
and
my God.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because how are they going to have a whole movie with an invisible protagonist?
Peacemaker's not invisible.
But John Cena is.
Oh my god. Oh man, you got me. You got me.
You got me.
I have a fucking audio peak right now because you got me so bad. They're hopefully starting a new Wonder Girl series on the CW with a Latino lead. And Green Lantern's going to have an MA rating when it comes out. And that's about it.
Is there like some kind of Moon Knight thing happening? Because I keep saying Moon Knight.
Fucking hope not.
No, Moon Knight is getting...
God damn it.
Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, they're all getting TV series on Disney+.
Okay.
How is Moon Knight going to be on Disney+?
They casted everyone except for Moon Knight so far.
Yeah, because who the fuck are you going to have play Moon Knight?
They were looking for a Shia LaBeouf-esque character.
Well, why don't they just get Shia LaBeouf?
I don't know. Because he might be too
stuff now.
He might be too insane to play Moon Knight, which is a very insane character.
What if it was just Nicolas Cage?
Oh my God.
And I'm not saying that because I want to see Nicolas Cage in every role in Hollywood ever. But, like, I watched that shitty movie. Oh, there's a movie I watched. Don't watch Primal. That movie sucks ass.
Primal.
It's a movie about Nicolas Cage on a boat, and he's a big game hunter.
Nope, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking about the cannibal movie.
Oh, no, not that one.
Yeah, the one that came out. It's like an Australian film, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So not that one.
This one.
Because I started that one.
Nicolas Cage as a big game hunter. And it's so fucking bad. I swear to God, there are scenes that they cut out because characters just fucking warp across this ship. Because it's set on like a cargo ship. And they just go from one place to another, like, between scenes. And I'm like, okay, this is fine, but you were just on the other side of the ship, and now you're here with these characters coming in. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? I don't know, dude. That movie sucked.
Okay, well, duly noted. We should review it.
Dude, I would love to, because just for the ending scene. The ending scene is... There's just a line that doesn't match like what he's responding to.
Jeez.
It's so good.
All right. Well, I think that catches us up. So let's...
I wanted to go on a rant about sea turtles real quick, if you guys don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
I had this thought the other day because I was using a disposable straw. And everyone, they say don't use disposable straws, and if you do, cut them up because they can get stuck in sea turtles' noses. And that got me thinking. It's just... I think we really need to address the underlying issue there, that the CIA came into underprivileged sea turtle communities and got them all addicted to cocaine.
Now we're getting somewhere.
This is the real conspiracy, people.
Jesus Christ.
That joke went over a lot better in my head. But,
We should edit that and put that as like a cold open for this episode. Just you sea turtles,
Dude,
are addicted to cocaine because of the CIA.
listen, part of that happened in real life.
I was about to say it's a touchy joke because it's half not a joke.
Yeah, no, but
I would say it's like 3/4 not a joke. There's like one thing that could be replaced in that sentence and be a very, very real thing.
see, I think this joke was equally inspired by the straw thing that happened, and I was watching Screen. I don't remember that channel that like shows the script and then has like the scene playing over it. But
I have
it was
no
the one
idea.
from Wolf of Wall Street where Screenplayed, I think it's called. But it was a scene from The Wolf of Wall Street where Matthew McConaughey does a rant about cocaine.
Oh, okay. And masturbation.
Yeah, about how I didn't know if that was actually the context when people were like something, there's memes about, you only jerk off once a week, and it's like, those are rookie numbers. And I was like, then I watched the scene, and I'd forgotten that was the actual context of that joke. Of him being like, once or twice a week. He's like, those are rookie numbers. Me, myself, I do it 2 times a day.
See, I didn't know that because every time I've watched that movie, I fell asleep.
There's very boring parts, and then there's very abrupt parts. Like, just very, like, parts where it's kind of hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's also like 12 hours long.
Yeah, thanks, Marty.
There's no reason movies should be that long.
Well, it's directed by Martin Scorsese, so what do you expect?
Fair enough.
But anyway, do you guys want to get into... Not that I'm running this episode, but...
We should get into an ad break real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a thing we do around here.
And then we'll get into the topic. So we'll see you guys in a second. Hey, guys, we're back. And so today we're going to be covering the Legend of Korra. I thought last time I hosted, I did the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Sounds right.
So I kind of figured I'd finish up the series. I gave away a lot of things that might be coming in the works through the, rumor mills last time, so I don't have a lot to update on that front, but I figured we'd run through some references to the original series, maybe, and some different controversies and positive stuff that came out of the series. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe give like a very brief overview of the series, like an elevator pitch of it, but...
Oh, fuck. Alright, well, you guys gotta help me. Okay. So, The Legend of Korra opens up. And there's a new avatar. And
I mean, they're just like a very surface. We don't have to go book by book.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So there's a new avatar. I just want to point this out. I think baby Korra is adorable because she's got a crazy chubby belly and just knows how to bend all the elements except for air already.
Stupid.
I love it.
Why the fuck can she just do all that?
Other avatars were able to too. Just some of them needed some more training.
Well, you see, Aang didn't know how to do anything but airbend, so clearly the next in the cycle knows how to do everything but airbend.
But they found out that Aang was an avatar a lot later, so I don't know. Anyways, Korra grows up.
Continuity errors here.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot, honestly.
Thank you, Nickelodeon.
So Korra grows up. It's a whole story pretty much about her becoming an avatar. It's almost a reverse of Aang where, she kind of already knows how to do all the elements, but she has to kind of gain her spiritual essence where Aang kind of already had a really good handle on that. So it's kind of a reverse telling of the story in a way. At least that's how I took it. And
so she has to become a Buddhist.
Kinda. Like, she kind of just has to, like, accept, like, the spirits and stuff. And, like, Aang already was very in depth with that because of his upbringing. We kind of have the same gang. You know, we have comic relief. We have the brooding bad boy. We have the smart, sassy girl and the headstrong, you know, full steam ahead girl. So,
and Pabu.
Oh yeah, Pabu.
The little what is it, like red panda ferret thing?
Yeah, he's a fire ferret.
Yeah, there we go.
And then there's the polar bear.
You guys know the red pandas don't have they're their own family.
Yeah,
genius.
They're not related to anything.
I just saw that, that fact popped in my head because I saw it and Quentin said red panda.
But, yeah, so she fights like 3 or 4 different people throughout the series. Each one's a little different. Season 1 to Season 2 is very disjuncted, but I'll go into that later. And yeah, I don't know. Anything to add for the overview?
No, I don't believe so.
No. I think some of the stuff that I was going to maybe bring up is brought up later, so it's okay.
Okie dokie. So, first thing I kind of was going to go into is the references from the original series, like references to the original series. The first one that I loved was the Cabbage Corp, which was, a corporation built by, I believe, the son of the Cabbage Man in the original series.
Yes.
And they're somehow this huge corporation that's in fights with another character's company to be like the biggest company in Republic City, which is the main city. Which is really weird.
If the head of Cabbage Corp was diagnosed with an incurable disease, he would just eat apples to try and make it better? Or whatever the fuck Steve Jobs did. I don't remember if it was apples or... He did something really, like some stupid fucking fruit. Sorry for the... This joke doesn't make sense unless I know what the fruit was. Was it apples? Or is that just because...
Apple.
Health problems. Let's see.
I think
Go on.
I think maybe that was just a story told because he appled the guy.
Okay, and then another one that I wanted to bring up before I kind of throw it over to you guys for any references that you guys caught. So in season... what was it? Season 4. Yeah, season 4. Korra goes on this little kind of mini adventure to find herself and stuff. And she comes across this like fish market seller, and he has a picture of Aang, and he's doing like airbending with like some small objects, and that's a direct reference to like right when they got to the Earth Kingdom. No one believed that Aang was the airbender or the avatar, so he did airbending because he was the last one. And then he pulled out 2 corks and started throwing them around. And in the picture is him as an adult doing the same thing. And I thought it was really funny too, because the salesman, since Aang was like so impressionable, the man created a dish that was specifically vegetarian just for Aang to come and eat there. So I thought that was cool.
You guys like Aang's chin strap?
I fucking loved it.
What the fuck is up with... Oh god, no. It looked so bad. I hated it.
I don't know if I hated it. It just... He could have went without it.
You think?
I feel like they gave older characters, facial hair for the distinct purpose of making them look older.
They could have gave Aang better facial hair.
I mean, Tenzin has amazing facial hair. They could have given him like something like that.
Tenzin's was good. Aang's was not.
Tenzin's Aang's son, by the way, everybody.
He's also J.K. Simmons, in case you were wondering.
He is. Because there is a lot of famous people.
One of you pointed out.
There's a lot of famous people in Korra. So, I don't know. Do you guys have any other references? There's a bunch of them, but those were the two main ones.
I feel like there's like so many little references that it's like kind of hard to keep track of all of them.
Those are two big ones that stood out to me that I had to bring up.
I guess like one thing is like most of the original, actually like you do see all of the original gang.
Yeah, in one way or another.
Yeah, like there's like the whole Toph in the forest, Katara. Sokka's dead, I think, isn't he?
Sokka is dead. I think so. Sokka and Aang are both dead. They're the only two that have passed away by this point.
Yeah. Katara's old as hell. And then...
Sokka makes sense that he passed away because I feel like he would have been a really big part of the story otherwise because he was like always ready to like defend everybody. Like that's his character growth was like, I'm ready to like be the man. So I feel like he really would have like taken over the series, like indirectly.
Zuko had his dragon.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool. Zuko just ended up looking like Roku.
I think
like
he's
a mix of Roku and Iroh.
I was just gonna say like he's the perfect mix between the two. Because like his facial hair is both.
Yeah. I looked up a picture of him before we started just to like make sure that wasn't a fever dream.
No, he's a really good mix.
Just look like Uncle Iroh.
He's a very good mix between the two. I didn't like what they did with Zuko's voice though. Because they got a new voice actor that didn't really sound very similar to the original one.
Bro, my man was 70 years old at that point.
I know, but it was like, I don't know. It was very abruptly different for me.
Wouldn't he have been older than that? Because I thought Korra was 70 years after.
I believe so.
Last Airbender.
Yeah, so he'd be like in his...
He would be 80s.
Yeah, he'd at least... Because I think he was the oldest of all of them. I think he was in his teens.
Yeah, so the wiki says 87 to 88 in book 3 and 90 to 91 in book 4.
Jesus.
Yeah, because there's a big jump between book 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's about it. The only thing that I was upset about is like the lack of Sokka. Like I feel like we should have got to see maybe him and Aang passing away.
We got Boomy. It's fine.
Yeah, Boomy's. Yeah. And like Bolin kind of took over the character, I think, of Sokka pretty well as the comic relief.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
You guys like how the entire first season is nothing but Bending Bowl or whatever the fuck that shit's called?
Well, and people were getting their bending taken away. So Korra has to learn how to spirit bend. Like
yeah, that was weird.
And then she loses her bending for a little bit. Which I'll get into the whole weird first season to second season thing because... And I'm going to get that to the... After this next part, I think, right? Yeah.
I just filled in the blanks.
Fuck off. Okay, so the next thing I was kind of going to get into is kind of the important part of this series, I think, is that there's like a big, like, there's love connections throughout the series. I won't get into that, but there's a really big moment at the end which resonated really big in the LGBTQ community. So first I'm going to go through the first love interest of the Avatar, which is the only one that she like actually kisses because they couldn't have her kiss the other one. But the first one's Mako, which was my favorite character, but then I kind of didn't like him towards the end. I didn't like him towards the last book, but they.
Good.
I don't know.
Yeah, he just became like a fucking asshole.
Became a cop.
I don't think he became like an asshole. He just like kind of like left the series. Like he just wasn't in it. And when he was a dick.
Yo, he became Inferno Cop.
Inferno Cop.
Inferno Capo.
But yeah, so when the Avatar, Korra, is dating Mako, there's like this nice big love triangle. Or not nice. It's not nice, actually. It's kind of bad because Mako like lies to her and stuff. And they break up. And then Korra gets her memory lost and she thinks they're dating and then they gotta break up again and it's pretty fucked.
Yeah, I thought the whole Mako love triangle thing was really stupid and forced.
It reminds me of an episode of Star Trek. There's actually kind of, but never mind, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I think it was also very predictable. Like, you saw him, and you're like, he's the dark brooding type, and you're like, they're going to end up together. And I'm glad they didn't stay
She's
together.
She's going to melt his cold heart. I hate it.
I hate that you just said that.
Yeah, well, it's the dumbest trope in the fucking book, so you should hate it.
So the next one is the one that I think resonated really big, after kind of doing some research into it. And the creators wanted to do it sooner, but they couldn't with Nickelodeon. But Asami is a confirmed love interest of Korra at the very end of the series. They kind of build it through season 4, but they have to kind of do it in a way where they're kind of just friends until the very end where they're like, fuck it, it's the last episode. And Korra and Asami walk into the spirit world. They pretty much go on an adventure. Like I said, it was confirmed, but Nickelodeon did not like this. And pretty much put the whole last season on their website instead of airing it publicly on television.
Which is weird.
There was more to it than just that, though. Like, there's like a whole bunch of bullshit.
Well, there was also like...
It's been a while since I've researched, so I don't really remember. But yeah, no, there was like a whole bunch of bullshit with Nickelodeon and stuff.
Yeah, because like the ratings weren't
weird.
doing super great either, and so Nickelodeon made that like their reasoning. But I don't know. I think they saw what was coming, and they're like, nah.
So this is weird to me, right? That they didn't want what is ostensibly a gay character in a kids show, which is, stupid. But Viacom CBS, the parent company of Nickelodeon, own some other channels that I argue have worse content on them, such as MTV, Comedy Central, VH1. They own Logo.
Oh.
I don't know what Logo is.
They own Logo.
What's Logo?
It's pretty much the gay channel.
Oh.
Like,
yeah, see, I have
there's a better way
years.
to put that, but yeah, it's pretty much, it's like the gay channel. Like, there's a lot of media directly targeted at like the gay community.
Apparently, their Wikipedia article says that since people were less likely to prioritize highlighting their sexual orientation or identity, the channel entered into partnerships to produce programs that focus less on LGBT-specific interests and more on general cultural and lifestyle subjects.
Yeah.
But in the early aughts, it was the channel that was just like, we make TV for the LGBT community.
It was the channel that all the white old guys were like, no, don't put that on.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
It's got that guy that likes penises on it.
I was just curious. Dumb. I only look up parent companies all the time because a lot of times they're owned by like Christian megacorps. And that's when you run into stuff like this where they're like, you can't have a gay character actually.
Yeah, they were real. I think it was more so with since it was a children's thing, because this was like the first children's directly children's broadcasted show that had an LGBTQ representation. Like, they were really strict
Rough.
about not doing it for a
Fairly
while.
Odd Parents. Cosmo got pregnant in that show.
Yeah, but that was around the same
That
time
was in
as
a hetero
this, right?
relationship.
Well,
so
yeah,
it's
it was still a
fine.
hetero relationship.
No, it was way before this.
Was it?
That shit happened when we were kids.
I think it was like
Yeah.
2 years ago, though. Like Nickelodeon, or was it this year? Maybe it was this year or last year. I don't remember. But then, like, Nickelodeon's like on social media, like being like, "Oh, SpongeBob is
Yeah.
pan, Korra is bi," like trying to like
I remember
tout
that.
themselves.
People were
as,
clowning
like,
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're trying to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, look at us, we're so inclusive," or I don't know.
I think they were
what I'm
trying to make
find
up-
is, but
Well, you look at, like, Cartoon Network, and, like, they don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, they do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, dude, like
So,
Steven
like,
Universe, fucking
Adventure Time.
Well, the new Adventure Time series with Marceline and Princess Bubblegum like together is on HBO Go or whatever.
But,
It's
like,
not
they
on Cartoon Network.
they still, like, aired some of the episodes where they were, like, getting
Oh, absolutely.
starting to get together
yeah.
and stuff. So, like, but
There's some serious overtones going on in the episode Varmints that I just recently watched.
yeah.
And it's been there since like the first season, actually, now that I think back on it.
I feel like for me, the first time you really get like the overtones is that one episode where they all have to play the music to get their
Yep,
their
that's
stuff
exactly what I
back.
was thinking of.
Yeah, and then Princess Bubblegum's like, "It's your shirt," or was it Marceline
Yeah.
who got the shirt? It's somebody. It was
No, it's
yeah.
it's Princess Marceline gave Princess Bubblegum a shirt, and Princess Bubblegum wears his pajamas, and that's why Marceline never sees her wear it.
Yeah.
I don't really remember that episode. I have to go back and watch it now.
Oh, me and Quentin remember almost all of it up to a point.
This is a goddamn weekly tradition for us.
I feel like me and Carly
Weekly watching it, but we had all of it on your DVR at the time.
Yeah.
me and Carly always like put it on and then we end up doing other stuff while we're watching it. Like it's almost like a background thing for us.
You can
So
do
I'll-
that with the first couple seasons, but not with the later episodes.
That's why I think I remember the later episodes so much better than the like first, couple seasons. But anyways, we're not talking about Adventure Time today. We can do that another time.
Yeah.
We should probably, but anyways, so kind of like flowing into that, a lot of people like have come out and said that like because of this episode they realized that they might have been bisexual or they might have been gay or whatever, and like it helped them come out, which is like, so I think this is a really good, like at least the last season was a really good kind of helping a lot of LGBTQ kids realize stuff, because like I feel like there's not enough stuff out there to help kids realize that until it's like way later. It's getting better, but it's
Yeah.
not really like the best still. But so like kind of rolling through that into like, so the directors or creators, whatever you want to say, they had a lot of struggles with Nickelodeon. Originally, Nickelodeon only greenlit them for one season, and it was supposed to pretty much just be a season like, hey, this is what happened like after, Aang died, and, this is what kind of they built, as a society. But it did really well, so they got greenlit for 3 more seasons, and that's why there's like a really hard stop on season 1, and then season 2 is like, hey guys, we're still here. Because there's like a definite stopping point at the first season. Like there's,
Yeah, it's
They
like
don't-
a mushroom cloud, you might say.
yeah, they didn't have to keep going. Like they could have ended right there, obviously. And so then they kind of had to like backtrack, and they're like, oh fuck, what do we do? And then there was different, like, a lot of people weren't happy that they kind of went like the steampunky route, and they felt like that was hurting what the original series did to really bring like Asian cultures into like the American minds. Like, oh, this is like, you know, their culture, and like bringing it into a way that we can learn about it a lot better. And so they used that as a reason, like, to, you know, pull it after the third season and finish it on Nickelodeon's streaming site instead.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was trying to remember a character's name, and I thought it was one thing, and then I was googling that, and that's I googled a Star Trek character.
Who is the character you thought?
I thought somebody's name was Tomalak.
No,
which sounds like a very Korra kind of name.
It's
I think. But that's a Vulcan commander from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
It's like Armalak or something. It's her uncle you're thinking of.
Unalak.
Yeah. Unalak, yeah.
Thank you.
Evil Unalak. Because they're the movers. So, kind of getting into a lighter subject, I want to go into some like opinion-based stuff. So I want to hear who your favorite characters are, why, and a little bit about the character too, since we haven't really gone into the characters so far. So Q, you go first.
Pabu was my favorite animal. I don't know. He just had a lot of I guess character to him. Like especially like first season, like he was like doing street performer tricks with Bolin and shit. Like I thought that was really cute.
The whole shirt thing is great.
Pabu. And then like there's like like scenes where like Korra's crying and like Pabu like comes up and like licks her tears and shit. It's wholesome. He's a good little ferret.
I love when he gets in Bolin's shirt, because Bolin's like actually pretty jacked, and then Pabu gets in there, and like for a while I thought Bolin had a belly, and then I realized no, that's just Pabu in his shirt.
Just Pabu.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Pabu basically becomes Bolin's pet.
Yeah.
Or is he always? I don't know.
He's always...
I thought he always was.
He's always like his and Mako's, and then Pabu ends up...
For some reason I thought he was Korra's, and then ends up...
No, Naga's Korra's.
Right.
I love Naga. I want a
Actually,
big doggo.
Naga was supposed to be in the first season, or the original Avatar.
Really?
Yeah. I forget the whole story, but yeah, there's like some like early sketches and stuff, and that was like one of the ideas for like an animal companion they had, and that it just kind of carried over into Korra.
Nice.
I kind of like that.
I love when
kinda
stuff like that happens, honestly.
But my favorite character in Korra was probably just Bolin. He was like, don't get me wrong, Sokka was good comedic relief, but I thought Bolin was better, I guess. I was really confused about the whole like Bolin and Mako bending different elements, but I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a reference to like Republic City being like a melting pot, since it's like a blend of like all of the benders, and like Bolin's mom was an earthbender and the dad was a firebender or whatever.
And you kind of realize that starts to be a trend for the whole universe now, that like there's benders all over the place, and like it's more free, which is I like, because I think that shows what they went through in the original series really paid off, that like everyone's really working together now.
Yeah, instead of it being like locked to different territories and stuff like that. But I don't know, it kind of also confused me. It's like, does that mean like bending is like a genetic thing or what?
Yes.
Okay.
I think.
I don't remember.
I think it's like
because then you have
explained.
Then you have Tenzin, Boomy, and I forget their sister's name all the time. It's gonna bother me.
But yeah, where Boomy was not a bender, but then became a airbender, and then Tenzin was always an airbender, and then the sister was a waterbender.
Kaya, and she's a lesbian.
Really? I
Confirmed.
didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like really small things. And at one point, somebody was like, you should get a man. And she goes, you know what I prefer. I don't like men. Like, and it's really quick.
Oh,
I think it's like,
I remember that
I
actually.
think Boomy is like, you need to get a man or something. And she's like, you know I don't like men.
Yeah.
And then like Korra just
laughs.
laugh. Or yeah, no, not Korra. Katara just like laughs because they're just like picking on each other.
Yeah. No, yeah, I forgot about
Her
that.
wiki
That's funny.
page just has personal information, love interest, her girlfriend formerly. Okay.
No
Thank you.
information on that.
She's not like,
I like check.
I like her a lot. Like I like Kaya, and I wish she was a bigger character because she was pretty cool. She was a really good waterbender.
I was about to say, I feel like she was like more background character than anything. Like she didn't really get like a really time to shine.
Yeah, unfortunately. And
Apparently
Boomy was like that
Kyoshi
for a
is a
while too.
Apparently, Kyoshi is a confirmed LGBT.
She is.
Character.
Yeah,
too.
they also
I didn't know
confirmed that later.
because that's in Kaya's trivia sections. Like she's one of the few confirmed
Because
LGBT
the creators
characters.
never like set it up because Nickelodeon was like weird about it, so they confirmed it after the series was done. Like
A lot of these characters are comic only characters. Wow, Nickelodeon, thank you.
oh man.
And they wonder why people clowned on him for that shit.
Yep.
Okay, Tim, who's your favorite character and why and who and
My first answer was Old Zuko, just because for some reason seeing Old Zuko when I first watched this was like a huge moment for me. But I think my favorite character might actually be Boomy, because I don't know, dude. Just his character just like consistently made me laugh a lot. I know there's other comic relief characters, but like just this like goofy old man who has nothing going for him except being like a military commander is really funny to me.
Yeah.
If his war story's even true.
I feel like probably not. I feel like he's like Usopp from One Piece.
Yeah.
I thought there was one that he told and someone was like, it didn't happen like that. So I think his like war stories happened, he just stretches them.
Gotcha.
Like I think he
Telling
did do a
tall
lot of
tales.
these, war things. It's just like he stretches the truth a lot.
Yeah.
All right. I love Boomy and Old Zuko. And who I was just thinking of too, I like Commander Iroh, who is actually voiced by the original Zuko voice actor, which also kind of bothered me, but I
yeah.
liked. And he looks exactly like Zuko without a scar. And I also love that.
I forgot about him completely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is a character.
Yeah, he's only like in like the first and last season. In the last season, he's only in 2 episodes.
Bro, I straight forgot about his mom as a character too, I'm not gonna lie.
Whose mom?
General Iroh's.
Oh,
she's
like
the current fire.
Oh
lord.
yeah, like Zuko's daughter. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I straight forgot that this was a character.
Yeah. And she's kind of mean. Like, they ask for her help at one point, and she's like, I can't give you help unless there's an actual, like, cause to give you help. And it's like, oh, okay. Peace out, homie.
Well, Zuko just straight up abdicated the hood. I didn't know that. Interesting.
He what?
He, like, just stepped aside. He didn't, like, die in the position of Fire Lord. He was just like, nah, I'm done.
He just like, yeah, I had my fun.
I'm gonna go ride my dragon around the world for a while.
Can you really blame him?
No.
Well, I think he was supposed to go and help Korra train. And I thought that's why he gave it up, and then he just never went and helped her train.
Yeah.
Because she was, like, inherently really good at firebending. Let's see. Okay, so my favorite characters, like I said earlier, I really started off liking Mako a lot, which makes a lot of sense because I always like the dark brooding type. I'm really into them. But towards the end, I was really a bowling guy. I thought he was awesome. I thought he had the most character development besides Korra throughout the entire series. And lava bending is fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. He was all like bummed out. Like, oh, I can't metal bend. I can't. Everybody else can do cool bending things. My brother can do lightning stuff. Korra's the avatar. I can't do nothing.
And Korra could metal bend too.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then, yeah, no, they find that, or the one guy comes, or breaks out of jail, does lava bending, and he's like, huh, I can lava bend too.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, you mean
fuck.
Henry Rollins?
Oh, yeah,
Was
that was...
Henry Rollins' character? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I wasn't
forgot about
100% sure.
Dude, his-
No, it
No,
wasn't.
no, Henry
Like,
Rollins
wasn't-
was the
it was-
airbender. The bad
Yeah.
guy
Oh, right.
airbender.
Yeah.
Dude, the lady with the eye thing has the worst death in the entire series.
Oh, dude, that
By
was
far.
so bad. I felt bad.
What happens to her again?
The Toph's
I
daughter
remember-
puts
yeah,
metal
she
bends like
bends like a helmet around her head before she does the explosion
and
thing.
fucking blows her head off.
Oh, yeah.
But then Henry Rollins' character can learn how to fly because his girlfriend died and he has no earthly possessions anymore.
Yeah.
I thought that was such a fuck thing. Like, they walk in and he's floating there and they're like, what happened to so-and-so? And he goes, she died and now I can fly. Like, he literally was just like, fuck it. I have nothing to... I don't have any attachments to the earthly realm, so now I can fly.
Hell yeah, that's how it goes.
The other character I wanted to touch on is I really liked Juan a lot. And I liked that arc. What?
Wan Chi Tong.
Yeah.
No, that's that Noel. Who actually does appear again.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the spirit realm part of it, though, instead of the real world part. But no, Juan, the first airbender. That Juan.
Yeah. No, that was a really cool arc.
I thought he was the first bender, period.
He was. That's what I just said, I thought, right?
Well, no, you said first airbender.
Oh, no.
I thought he was the first avatar.
He was the first avatar. That's what I meant. Sorry.
There was.
I
thought there was.
bender,
Yeah.
Because he first learned how
benders.
Because he first learned how to do fire, and then he started realizing there was more sky turtles or whatever, or giant turtles, and started lion turtles. That's their name.
Yeah.
And started like getting them to like give him bending so that he could go beat Brava, right? Which one's the good one?
Something like that. Honestly, I got them confused when I was watching the show.
Because their names are like literally, because they're light dark. Like,
Or Vatu's the dark one. Is that the bad
Vatu,
one?
yeah, Brava's the good one. And then, yeah, Vatu's the bad one. That's right.
Dude, I forgot about this when they did like the watercolor art style.
Yeah, it was so cool.
Good.
I liked that. I liked that they changed the whole, like, style completely. But, yeah, anyways, that's also my favorite moment. So that's the next thing I'm going to ask is I wanted to ask you guys your favorite moment.
Probably when Iroh appears in the spirit world.
Oh, God.
Korra's a little lost child in the spirit world.
They have tea
crying.
together.
Yeah, dude. Good shit. Yeah, no, I was just happy that they had Iroh because he's probably one of the coolest characters in the entire, like, Avatar universe.
I also like, you find out that he was just, like, done with the material world. Like, he didn't die. He was just, like, done. So he just, like, went to the spirit world. Like,
I simply do not vibe with this universe and just
yeah,
left.
like, he didn't, like, walk there, like, or go through a portal. He was just like, I'm fucking done. I'm dying, going to the spirit world. Like, fuck you guys. Like,
I've done everything I want. I saved the world. I have my tea shop.
yeah.
What else is there left?
Zuko's a good boy now.
Go make a tea shop in the spirit world, baby.
I forgot that Mako, the character, is named after Mako, the voice actor for Uncle Iroh.
Yeah, because he
forgot
passed
about that.
away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Neat little tidbit.
Yeah. Okay, Tim, what's your favorite?
Let's see what I've written down. I was in a different tab. Either the last scene of book 1 with
The explosion.
For some reason, like when I was first watching that was such a like out of left field thing to happen. I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, Netflix even gave it like a warning for like self-harm because of that.
Yeah, it had like the suicide warning or something on it.
Did it have that like cheesy ass 13 Reasons Why PSA at the beginning that they do now?
I don't know.
No,
I didn't watch it on Netflix.
It was just up at the top corner. Like, it's like sometimes it's like nudity, this. It's like it was like self-harm, depression, and something else like that they put in there. Which was like out of left field because I started the episode, I'm like, what's self-harm? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. That, I don't know. I really liked that ending, both because it shocked me, and it was like, oh, this character really, like, it's unfortunate. This character sees no other way to, like, stop his brother other than to, like, just end both of their lives.
And I don't know if this is how you took it, but like I was reading something about it, and a lot of people was like taking, since he could like bloodbend and like shit, like people were saying that like he was able to, like he knew what his brother was doing, and that's why he like started crying because he knew what was going to happen, and he came to terms with like that was the only way for them to be okay.
It was kind of in like a weird, messed up way, like the end of Mice and Men, where he's like, oh, he's giving his brother like this one last happy message of like, we're gonna do good things together, and then that happens.
Yeah.
That was really good. I liked that a lot, and I also have a really huge soft spot for Iroh in the spirit world.
I just have a soft spot for Iroh. He's just perfect.
Yeah. What if it would have been like perfect if the instrumental of Leaves from the Vine was playing under like when he was first shown again.
That'd be so good. They should have done that. Everyone would have been fucking crying now.
Yeah, good. I like it.
Well, I think that kind of like that's all I have for tonight. Do you guys have any last minute kind of comments before we kind of start wrapping up the episode?
Yeah, I'd like to talk about sea turtles again.
I just want to say that I think Avatar and Korra both were probably have some of like the best shit for like kids to like learn about from cartoons, I guess. Just like the whole like Buddhism and spirituality to like having like strong female leads in both Avatar and Korra. I think that's like really cool. And then also like nodding or like having respect for like indigenous cultures and like including them in the shows. I think there's a lot of very, very cool shit for kids to take on from both of the series.
Yeah, I agree, and I kind of want to like add on a little bit to that because I was doing my research and found out that when this series was like coming out, there was a big divide in the Avatar fan base community because a lot of them disliked Korra. And it was mostly came down to that she was like a mannish woman. Like a lot of people had an issue with that. And I just want to say that like, I don't get it. Like she's strong, she's willing, she makes mistakes and she grows from them. Like her attitude, like I just don't get the hate. Like her attitude is amazing. Like she's just a very strong-willed person. Her gender does not matter. Her sexual preference does not matter. Like she's an amazing character, and you should like show, especially like parents should show like their kids that so that they could see that's like how you can act. Like, that's how you can be a good, like, she's a good role model. Amazing role model. So, yeah. Stop comparing her to Aang and realize that she's her own character and she's awesome.
Just because people are babies.
I agree.
On the internet,
See,
specifically.
it's kind of like Star Trek and how people like either Kirk or Picard, but not Kirk and Picard.
That's dumb, too.
No, I agree 100% with your points, like both of you guys' points. I really didn't have anything else really insightful or...
Besides sea turtles.
I wrote down Fire Go Burr. But...
All right.
Fire goes the opposite of Burr. Burr is when you're cold.
Fire Go...
Ow.
All right. Well...
Fire Go Lightning. Haha.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we need to... Quentin, do your plugs and stuff.
You can find me on Twitter at Gondola Driver. I post funny, good memes. Not really.
Dude, now that we got flights or whatever the fuck
Fleets. Fucking fleet. Twitter added those stupid fucking stories, so I just have that stupid meme where it just suck a beefy fart directly out of my asshole, and it's like a picture of a cow.
I had my favorite meme of the last few days, with is every friend group got one of these, and it's 4 pictures of monkeys.
CEO of swag.
Twisted fucking psychopath, and it's a monkey with a gun.
That was another good meme.
Timmy.
You can find me at Hot Pink Waffles on Twitter and Instagram. I
Oh,
don't know why you follow me on either of these.
he finally breaks the code of silence.
He did
Sure
he did a while ago.
Oh, really?
I just haven't.
We just haven't changed the outline format.
Yeah.
You can also find my Letterboxd reviews. That's not how you spell waffles, bud. You can also find my Letterboxd reviews at Timmy C on Letterboxd. I think the last movie I reviewed was... let's see, actually. It might be Primal. Yep, Primal 1.5 stars.
Wow.
Oh, this is a good... I forgot I made this great analogy. Characters jump from one place to another so quickly you'll think it's the final seasons of Game of Thrones.
Oh, fuck.
I forgot about that stupid picture.
What stupid picture? Oh, yeah.
The picture under your plug.
I started a new Instagram where, like, I just do all my comic research and post about that, and I'm gonna post, like, my geeky shit in my office eventually that I'm collecting, and then I also do, like, lifting, so it's called Comics and Lifting. So if you want to see me, like, hit some PRs and see some new nerdy shit that I buy, go check it out.
You gonna be doing, like, Super Mario 64 PRs, or...
Probably.
I was actually
those
really...
are PBs in the speeding running community.
Yeah, get it right. But no, when I was I was really confused because on the Instagram account for Rewind and Reload, I kept getting notifications on my phone like Comics and Lifting tagged you in this, and I was like, who the fuck is this douchebag? Like, oh wait, it's John.
I was trying to get us out there. Put us out on some stuff.
It's another person trying to become our editor on Instagram.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, who's just fucking spamming us? God damn it!
No,
and then it was John. I was like, oh, whoops.
I try to use, like, that one and my personal account to, like, tag us in random shit to, like...
We gotta get the SEO.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyways, other than that, you can catch us over on Instagram at rewind_reload_pod. You can also email us with mistakes or topics at rewindandreloadpodcast@gmail.com. We have some big stuff coming. No, it's in the works, but we will announce that when we're a little closer. Probably going to be the beginning of the year, so we'll probably hit you up here in the next couple episodes. And Yeah, that's all I
No,
got.
I'll just say it.
What?
I'm gonna do a series where I watch every Nicolas Cage movie, and I'm gonna call it Cage Matched.
God damn it, Tim! You gave it away. Whatever.
That's a real project I've been considering, but I don't think I have the commitment.
I know. Have you? Do you know Elvis the Alien?
Yeah.
He's done almost every Nicolas Cage movie ever. Like he's
Everyone.
He went through
even his early things where he's credited as Nicolas Coppola.
I'm pretty sure he's done a lot of Nicolas Cage movies. That's how he became famous. Like he credits his Nicolas Cage era of reviewing movies as the reason he's famous or YouTube famous.
That's fair. I was thinking if I were to do it, I'd probably only do movies where he's actually the lead. Because he's in he's in Fast Times, but he's 10th in the billing of this movie. So I don't know if I'd do that one.
All right, well that's all we got. So so we'll announce shit later. So bye.
Take it easy.